bad girl whining. If you want to chop me, I decline it. The body stay hot in the behind me. Slow down the beat and rewind it. Whine it. Your mother ring down the phone. Dirty boy can't let me alone. Chat to me back, bad man can't try it. BBs can't see me when I'm never act right. Them my distraction. Since me get alright, it may be my bum wide. Them bad man vibe on the rhythm man.
Life shang what? Stay cool, keep my hand on the phone, on the way, on the share replay, no fuck up the place. Hot girl, don't know, back up the place.
Make a bad girl whine it. If you want to chop me, I decline it. The body stay hot in the behind me. Slow down the beat and
we're coming at you from beautiful New York City as the Knicks prepare to take the home court. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. And for the Memphis Grizzlies guys, they come in off that loss to the 76ers in Philadelphia. Out to Brunson. And on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blowout, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
And a shot by Wells, no good. Bridges for three. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Morant outside. The kick out to Bain. Inside. Misses the layup.
0 for 3 from the floor so far. Not the start they had in mind. They need to just take a breath, reset, and keep things simple.
First team foul.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. There's a screen by Collins. Back to Brunson. And the rejection by Jackson. To the left wing. Wells wide open. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Yeah, they might want to think about a high percentage look the next time down the floor.
And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt.
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible. Yeah, Morant's got to get himself in that dunk contest. I mean, look at that.
On deep, Brunson. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Far from an ideal start, only 1 for 5. Let's see if they can turn it around.
It's good.
And no problem for Morant that close to the hoop. Once he gets inside, he makes it look easy.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Back to Brunson. And the rejection by Jackson. Shoots the 3. And Brunson gets it to go.
Just a reflexive move by Brunson, putting complete trust in his mechanics.
To the paint. Here's Edie. Rips in the dunk off the timely pump fake.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
And now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. Down low, Clark. From in close. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Shamet. Here's Achua. That one goes. Count it.
And the D getting outwork there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
And slam dunk by Clark.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw of the night here. It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway. The Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
Man gets the bucket. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Pass to Kennard. Outside Jackson. To the inside. And here's Pippen. 4 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Kennard's shot is off. The Knicks with the lead. Here's Mann. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
This is his first free throw of the game. Both free throws good from Mann.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Bagley the screen. Pass to Kennard. That falls nicely on the feed that time from Pippen.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
It's a tie game in New York. We've got more in store for you.
13.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
All right, and now you want to see them sustain this relentlessness for the entire game because it's clearly paying off.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Outside for Bagley. Out of bounds, New York takes possession. And the Knicks with possession here. And when this game is done with, they'll be off to Los Angeles, taking on the Lakers. That sets off a 5-game tour for them. Pass to Achua. And the call will be against Marvin Bagley. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Grizzlies on defense. There's Shamet. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Pass to Bagley. Shoots over Achua. Pippen down low. Still without a basket. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Clark. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That one is on Towns.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge it. Right. Anthony Davis is great. But I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Isn't he something else, Stan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
Now here's Brunson. Three-pointer. It's Clark with the rebound. Memphis leading. Here's Wells. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Here's Collins. Towns up top. For the three. That shot is off. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team. And it's not just because they're winning. It's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
And pushing it up, here's New York. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Marc said, I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me. Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. 5 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Here's Bridges. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Bridges got 4 points this quarter.
Clock's ticking, but Bridges totally unfazed.
Hey, 1:06 left in the first half of basketball. And there it is for him. Wells has got the lead up to 3 now for Memphis.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And here's Brunson outside. It's in, and hoping this is the start of a new trend. 2 for 8 now from the field.
With how fast Brunson plays, his pull-up is really unguarded. Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Now Wells outside Jackson. Jackson with the screen. To the middle. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Yeah, Jackson's ability to both dive to the rim as well as pop out for a jump shot makes him an excellent partner in the pick and roll.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Here's Clark, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And that's 10 points for Brandon Clark.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And so it's Memphis holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. Back to the action in just a minute. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Bagley, no good.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
Pass to Kennard. Fires the 3. Robinson pulls it in.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Man, a three-pointer is right on target. Man's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Knicks. Outside for Pippen. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Here are the Grizzlies with the ball, leading by 5. And that will be game 3 of 6 played away from home.
Well, 4 failed attempts to start this half. Not what they wanted out of the locker room.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Back to Pippen. Misses the 3.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Kennard for 3. Robinson pulls it in. Got a piece of it. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. You coached Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But you missed the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet. There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
They get it again. Pass to Shamet. Here's Achua. And he banks in the layup. Achua's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
To the paint. Here's Bagley. That one good for 2. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Man with it. He's got 10. Jackson drives in. And the foul called on Cameron Payne. That'll be his second foul of the game. And there's 1:45 left to play here in the third. Pass to Wells. Beyond the arc. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. And so it's New York with it. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Here's Collins. And it's blocked. Out of bounds. Knicks ball as New York keeps possession of it. And here's Brunson outside. 6 to shoot.
Well, a former Defensive Player of the Year winner, Jackson Jr. takes pride in being the defensive anchor for this team.
Towns. It's Collins with the drive. And here's the fast break. Wells leading the way. And the dunk by Jackson.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And on the slam, Bridges using the vertical to finish strong before the D can contest.
Pass to Edey. And it's off from three-point range. Knicks trail by 6. The kick out to Towns. Back to Brunson. Outside Collins. And here is Bridges. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. to the inside. Edey. It's rebounded by New York. Collins looking around. And it's Brunson missing. No good. Shot missing. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Grizzlies out in front. They're up by 6. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. New York trailing. Kicks it out to Collins. Here's Towns. And no good that time. Some solid defense from Clark. And Towns gets it to go.
Well, Towns is a great outside shooter, but I prefer it when he goes to work inside.
Pippen outside. Pass to Clark. Back to Pippen. That's tipped. Stolen by Anunoby. Here's Bridges. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. 10 points for Mikal Bridges.
One tough customer. Bridges fighting for the basket in close.
Outside for Bagley. Drills the three-pointer. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
Well, hey, you give him some daylight, he can knock it down.
Bridges outside. And the Grizzlies with some changes. The Grizzlies call timeout. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. Well, during the break, I was able to catch what the Grizzlies coach was talking about with his team. Now, he wants his team to mix it up offensively. He said, we've been settling for too many threes. Don't be afraid to attack the rim. Challenge the defense. Let's see some variety out there. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team.
Give it up right now for the Knicks. Break your neck through. Let's give it up for your Knicks. Break your neck through.
Here's Towns. Brunson outside. The tray. Edey with the rebound.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
And that one, good.
Well, that's Morant, always applying the pressure.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Brunson scanning the floor. Looking to get it going. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Oh, gritty make by Brunson. That guy plays way bigger than his size.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump out.
Brunson. Ja Morant grabs the rebound.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting.
Out of bounds, Knicks ball as New York keeps possession of it.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
There it is, Brunson with the deep shot.
And you can tell Brunson has been well coached. He knows just when to call for that pick and roll.
Inside, and finished off by Bagley.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Brunson takes off, and he gets it to go.
And he lives for the moment. Brunson playing his best during crunch time.
Pass to Jackson. Stolen by Anunoby. Brunson with a clean look. No good with the triple.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Outside Jackson. Now Pippen. Back to Kennard. Memphis moving it around. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Shot clock at 5. And it's Brunson missing. And here's Kennard. And Memphis with another turnover here. Some changes for Memphis. 1:07 left to play in the final quarter. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Out to Brunson. Brunson draws the double. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bridges. It's good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's New York. Collins with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Back to Collins. To tie it up. Oh, missed it. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Great composure there. Calmly knocks them down to put this game out of reach.
Back with your Knicks sitting at 7.
7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Offensive rebound. Collins. Can't get it to fall. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.